Hey guys, and welcome to Gwent, the Witcher card game. My name is Jaggerous, and today I have a ranked Nilfgaard deck for you guys, and that is the Reveal Morvran deck. And Reveal is always a strategy that I've liked since Nilfgaard was released during closed beta. I always found it quite a fun strategy, but it's not always been very competitive. However, with some of the recent card changes, I feel like Reveal is definitely more competitive than it was in the previous meta, and I actually did have a Reveal deck that I'd built in the previous meta, and with a little bit of tweaking, we now have this quite revealing deck you see here. So, Reveal is all about showing your cards and showing your opponent's cards. Morvran, when you play him, reveals up to 3 cards from either player's hand. Bear in mind that revealing your own cards can actually be beneficial, because you have certain cards that do certain effects when they're revealed. For example, we have the Dairlan Foot Soldiers. When this unit is revealed, play it and draw the top card from your deck. So if I reveal the Foot Soldier, that's going to play it and draw me a fresh card. Similarly with the Fire Scorpions, whenever this unit is revealed, damage a random energy by 3. And also when you play the Scorpion, you damage an enemy by 3. And some people will ask, you know, why aren't you running Mangonels, which are another reveal synergy Nilfgaard card? Now, the reason I'm not running Mangonels, which whenever a card is revealed, damage an enemy by 2 when they're in play, is that they're inconsistent. You need to play them, and your opponent needs to not remove them, and you need to play them before you do the reveal. Whereas with the Fire Scorpions, they damage on play anyway, and when you reveal them, they deal damage. So if you can get both of those damage out, that's 6 damage, which is the same as a Mangonel if you revealed 3 cards. So I think that the consistent damage of Fire Scorpion is preferable. Anyway, so in terms of our gold cards, we have Kahir. Deploy, if playing as Nilfgaard, trigger your leader's deploy ability. So we can use him to, you know, redeploy Morvran and reveal 3 more cards and, you know, hopefully start to see our opponent's deck or trigger some of our different effects. We have Vatia. Deploy, reveal up to 2 cards from your hand, can be golds. For each, reveal 1 random card from your opponent's hand, can be gold. So we can use Vatia also to reveal our own cards, like the Foot Soldiers and the Fire Scorpions, in order to play them, and then also see 2 cards from our opponent. We have Tibor Egbracht. Deploy, if neither player has passed, boost self by 15, then your opponent draws the top card from their deck and reveals it, so there's more revealing. And this is also a big tempo play. And last but not least, we have Geralt Igni. Deploy, destroy all the highest units on the opposite row if that row totals 20 or more power. And I just like Igni. There's a lot of kind of unit stacking decks out there in the current meta, so I think having Igni to destroy them is, you know, really useful. Then onto our silver cards, we have Peter Sar Gwynleve. Deploy, reset a unit. If it's an ally, strengthen it by 3. If it's an enemy, weaken it by 3. So this guy, you know, if you use it on an ally, it's worth at minimum 7. But, you know, if you reset a unit, it can be worth a lot of points, depending on how much damage that unit has taken or how much that unit has been boosted. Next, we have Orcs. Deploy, toggle 2 units lock. If enemies, damage them by 1 as well. So we can use this to lock 2 cards, which I think is really useful. Having double lock is really nice. Then we have Cynthia. Deploy, reveal 1 of the highest units in your opponent's hand, including golds, and boost self by its power. So this is a good one to use early on. Basically, it'll reveal the strongest unit in your opponent's card, play her, and boost her by that many points. So she's usually worth a lot more than 4, basically. Then we have Albrich. If neither player has passed, each player draws the top card from their deck. Your opponent's card is revealed. So I like this because you get some draw, and it's a reveal on your opponent's side. So that's one of the silvers that I like to play. This one is, you know, up for debate. I guess you could run, say, Decoy or maybe Dimmeritium Bomb instead if you prefer those kind of cards. Then we have Van Hamar. This is the mage for the Nilfgaard. Deploy, spawn Biting Frost, Clear Skies, or Stammelford Tremors. So we can use this to get rid of weather and alternatively, you know, do some damage or add some frost. And last but not least, we have Cantarella. Deploy, draw the top card from your deck, keep it or place it at the bottom of your deck, and draw the new top card. So we play her basically on our opponent's side and we draw a card, and if we don't like it, we put it to the bottom of our deck and draw a different card. So this is in there for card draw. And you're likely to see a lot of your deck in this game, because we also have these golems, Imperial Golems, orders, play this unit from your deck. So when we play our leader ability, we'll thin out these 3 golems from our deck. They'll all get drawn, so we'll get an extra 6 points from our Morvran play. On top of that, if we thin out the Foot Soldiers, then we basically will draw 3 more cards. So these guys get thinned out as well. Plus we have a little bit of card draw in Albrich and in Cantarella. So, you know, you're very likely to find the cards that you want in this deck. We also have a Dimmeritium Shackles. Choose a unit, can be gold, and toggle its lock. If it is gold, demote it first. So we can use this to basically stop that effect from happening. And that's quite useful against some certain gold cards, which can be quite problematic. You know, stuff like Camby or Hjalmar, we can basically use this to stop that. Then we have our 2 first lights for weather counter. And last but not least, we have our spotter. Whenever either player reveals a card, boost self by 1 while in your hand deck on your side of the board. So while we're doing all of this revealing, we're actually going to be boosting up our spotters, which are going to give us a win condition towards the later rounds, basically, because they'll get nicely boosted. And because we're thinning our deck, we're going to find them, and then once we found them, we can play them. But yeah, this is the revealing deck. If you like this deck, then hit that thumbs up button, guys. And without further ado, I'm going to jump into a ranked game and showcase this deck for you.
Sit at my table and let's drink.
If it's peace you desire, prepare for war.
Okay, so we're up against King Bran, which probably means Axeman. In terms of our mulligan, we're wanting to get rid of all Imperial Golems because we're going to draw them with our leader ability. We have a Foot Soldier, we have Orcs. We actually have quite a decent hand here. Igni is going to be good for buffed units. It would be nice to see Peter, but he's not here. I'm going to mulligan my spotters because we don't need these until later rounds, basically. They're not useful until later on. And I think all in all, we'll leave it at that because we're going to replace these 2 guys anyway. So this is a pretty nice starting hand. King Bran is probably Axeman. It's probably Axeman. We'll find out. I'm guessing he's going to play as leader, discard Morkvarg, and 2 skirmishers. Oh, Savage Bear. Everybody's favorite discard ever. Anyhow, let's play that. They all get shot, unfortunately. And we will reveal 1 of his cards and our 2 foot soldiers. They're also going to get shot, but, it is what it is. But you can see there we started to buff up our spotter, so she's starting to get improved. So now I think is a good time to play Orcs. We can lock the Savage Bear and the Axeman, and that's going to, make our lives a little bit nicer. He's going to get shot, but that's fine. Well, actually, I think he gets... Oh, no, he gets... That's interesting. The shooting and the locking happens at the same time. We do have Cantarella. We could play her this round. The issue is whether we think we're going to win this round. What we might do, if our opponent plays a card and doesn't catch us up, I think I'm just going to pass. So if he doesn't get 11 points or 12 points out of this, we're still ahead. So we are still ahead. But he... So I can lock this, and if I lock this, it's not going to get the boost. And if we pass now, he has to play another card in order to win. I think we pass. I think, we've got card advantage at this point. Right? We have 9 and he has 8. If he wants to win the round, he's going to have to play another card. He probably will. He'll probably play something to try and win the round because he's put Hjalmar out, so he's kind of committed. And the thing is, he might have Renew, and if he has Renew, he's just going to, replay Hjalmar, basically. And we don't really want that to happen. So, effectively, what we're doing here is just forcing him to go into card disadvantage. And thankfully for us, there's a bear, which means he's not going to draw that. So that'll go into the graveyard. He might resurrect it, but all in all, this is fine for us. Bloody hell. I don't think that's worth it. I don't think keeping that bear is worth it at all. Adrenaline Rush is, you have to play it, but if I were him, I would have played it on the second round or mulliganed it and kept, a really strong Axeman. I think that's his strategy there. In terms of our mulligan, I think we'll get rid of a spotter for the time being. Alternatively, we could get rid of Cantarella, but we might play her this round. We'll see. It's kind of one of those cards where it might happen. I don't want to say it's not going to happen, We could actually kill this bear with our Fire Scorpion by revealing it and revealing some of his cards. Basically, if we reveal the Fire Scorpion and we reveal 2 of his cards, using Kahir, we can then kill the bear. He's bringing back the other bear. There it is. We can at least kill one of them, though, so that's nice.
I am no Nilfgaard.
So we will reveal my Fire Scorpion, and we'll reveal this card and this card. So he's got Clan Drum and Shield Maidens, and he's got Readers, which he's going to intend to discard. But I'm not convinced he has Anti-Weather, so potentially what we could do is play Frost from Van Hamar. That, I don't think that would be a bad choice, all things told. And potentially we could play Cantarella on the same row, or we play Albrich and see what we get. So he's going to be discarding that one we just revealed from him, for sure. Oh, actually, no, sorry. He'll discard that one and Morkvarg, maybe? Yeah, there's Morkvarg. I mean, he's got a lot of points on the board, so we're going to have a hard time catching up. We can play Tibor, though, and that'll, help us catch up a little bit. I mean, it'll give him one more card, but that's okay, because we still have card advantage. So I'm just going to go for a Tibor around this round. We can see that he has the Pirate Captain, But we can always obviously use our Peter on this, so that's not really a problem. And it has shrunk the gap a little bit here, which is nice. The other thing we actually probably should have done here is Ignied. Look at all these 6s. That is a huge Igni. Oh, no, don't play it. But then we can reset the captain if he does play it. So hopefully he doesn't play it. Oh, let's have some fun. Oh, look at them all burning. That was very satisfying. I mean, Morkvarg is going to come back, but what this means is that Morkvarg won't carry to the next round.
What's our plan?
And there's his Witchers. We will play our Fire Scorpion and kill his bear. So that's quite nice. And then Frost could be really good on this round, actually. I'm going to probably go for Frost. We've got a First Light in hand, so if he does play Weather, we can deal with it. So I'm thinking the Van Hamar Frost would be quite nice.
Tell me what you've got.
Because this is going to do 5 damage here, so we've at least gotten 8 points out of Van Hamar. If he doesn't remove the Weather, you know, that's just going to keep ticking away. There's the pass, so he doesn't have Weather removal. We'll pass as well. And we won the round. I think we're going to mulligan Cantarella here. Basically, Cantarella's not going to be that useful this round, unless we could play her to try and find a spotter. That's the other option, because obviously they're quite buffed. But I think we're going to mulligan her. Like, I'm not convinced that we're going to get enough points out of her, basically. We can play Albrich as well and see what our opponent draws, and that'll buff our spotters even further. And because we have card advantage, we can play these spotters last without fear of our opponent. Basically removing them, because we have the 2 card advantage. He's basically kind of shot himself in the foot a little bit.
My powers are yours.
And we got Vatia, which is really nice, and he got a Clandemon Pirate Captain. Or Clandemon Pirate. And you can see they've then been buffed. We can then play Vatia. And in doing that, we can reveal our Fire Scorpion. And I'll show him that I have First Light. And then we can see he's got Royal Decree, Clandemon Pirate Captain, he's got his Shield Maidens. But the thing is, he can't chain out his Shield Maidens until he damages us. So this is actually pretty okay. Ermion. Draw 2 cards, discard 2 cards. This is clearly kind of a budget version of the Skellige. It kind of seems like a discard Axeman hybrid, but he's only played 1 Axeman, and he hasn't really played that much damage. Okay, so he's discarding his Shield Maiden. I guess he doesn't think he'll chain them out then. I can see this, though, and I can reset it with Peter, so this is all good. We'll just play out our Fire Scorpion. We'll shoot his little Demon Pirate Captain.
Well, what is it?
Discard a bronze unit and damage something based on that strength. He's probably going to discard one that he resurrects, I would have thought. Although I think he's played most of them. Maybe not. I mean, we have these 30 points in hand, so I'm not crazy worried. Let's just play Rally, I think. We can just kind of stall out. I don't think he's going to play Weather. There's our Foot Soldier. Not really something I wanted to draw. I mean, what have we got left in here? Another Spotter, another Fire Scorpion, this guy, Cantarella, and I think a gold card? Oh no, it's the one that reveals a card from his hand, his strongest card, and gets buffed from it. Again, I'm just holding off on this. We're going to just play a lock. Let's just lock. Doesn't really matter what we lock. We'll lock a Clan Drum and Shield Maiden. Basically, I'm just trying to, you know, delay until he plays out his 15. Have you met my friend Peter? So that was 15 points there, and he's like, oh, look at me. Look at all my points. But we have our spotters, and this is going to win us the day. So there you go. Look at that. Thank you very much. I'll be here all week. Hey, we won the round. Feels good. But yeah, so that's the kind of power of reveal. We'll send our GG. But the thing is, I think he went to too many card disadvantage in the 1 round. Like, we were going to put him down to 2 card disadvantage. And he chose to go to 3. And then on top of that, we got our really big Igni. You know, that was really nice as well. So all in all, I'm pretty happy with that. You can see the power of his discarding pirate captains, though. Anyway, into another game. And I will showcase this deck in action once more for you guys.
Mead! More mead!
My men know the meaning of sacrifice.
Oh look, it's Skellige. I have not played against this deck before. Okay, what do we got? So no golems and no spotters at the moment. First Light is nice because sometimes they do run Frost. I think I saw Cantarella in there and what's her name? The one that reveals a card in your opponent's deck and boosts itself. I can't remember what she's called. Cynthia, that's what she's called. Vatia's nice as well. I think what we'll start by doing is... Ooh, this is interesting. I think what I'm going to do to begin with is play Vatia. Because I can then reveal these 2 foot soldiers. The only problem is I might draw a golem if I do this. This is a risk. Oh, look, a golem.
Off to the front yet again.
Oh, feels bad.
To the front yet again.
But we can always wait, basically. And we can, you know, play these out later. We've got other ways of revealing cards. Which is nice. Although, maybe we just kind of suck it up. I kind of knew that was a risk, and maybe I should have played Morvran first and just gotten the golems out of there. And then revealed these and one of those. That would have been probably quite smart. But as it is, I do want to play this, even though it's only going to pull 2 golems. Because we can always mulligan this one. We'll put him in the back row as well. Because if I reveal both of my fire scorpions, 1, 2, and then one of your cards, then I can kill this savage bear before it becomes a problem. We know he has Hjalmar, so we've got our lock for that, which is nice. There's Frost. We can clear skies the Frost. I'm just wondering if it's going to be that much of a problem. I've got 20 points on him. So I'm actually tempted here just to pass. Because I'm not convinced he can play, like, 1 card that will catch up. This will give him 15, but it's going to take 2 cards to do. The alternative is we play Cantarella. There's nothing that I can kill at the moment. So that's kind of annoying. The other option is we play Tibor. But if he plays King Bran and he discards cards, he can get tempo from that. Like, there's a big 20-point tempo play there, actually. I think we'll play Tibor for now. He got a Clandrum and Shield Maiden. He's going to play them out and kill my foot soldiers, I reckon. Because he can use the foot soldiers that are damaged to chain out the Clandrum and Shield Maidens and thin his deck. We can lock Nilfgaard. The other thing we could do here is reveal more of his cards. Although actually, he's got a 15-point card in his hand. We should play Cynthia.
I'm impressed.
Oh wait, it's already revealed. Shit, my bad. I messed that up. I was like, oh, I'll reveal this one, but it's already been revealed. He's got 2 Clandrum and Shield Maidens in his hand, so he's not going to be playing them. I reckon he'll pass. If he plays cards, that's good for us, but I reckon he'll pass. I probably should have just passed there, actually, after playing Tibor. You know, I was 40 points up. Wow, he's going for it. Right, well, I'm going to play Cantarella now. So this will be those 3, what are they called? Discardy cards. The ones that get summoned when you discard. Yeah, I think I've misplayed this a little bit, to be honest. I think I shouldn't have played Cynthia. I messed that up, and that was definitely a misplay. What did he discard, then? A Hunter and Olgierd. So Olgierd's coming back. Let's play Cantarella.
Let us see.
Do I want a spotter? Yes, because otherwise it's going to go to the bottom of my deck, and I'm not going to see it again, which isn't that useful. The question is whether he chooses to go Hjalmar this round or not. And we can always Kahir and see what else is in his hand, and basically we have his entire hand. Yeah, I thought it was coming. We'll pass as well. We're on 1 card disadvantage, which is a pain, but not the end of the world. It is because we played Tibor and, what's it called? This is fine. So we can actually lock both of those, which isn't a bad play, all things told. Let's mulligan this golem. I don't want it. Okay, we got a couple spotters. So we can shoot these guys. That is an option. I think we maybe just draw cards out of him for now. We've got our spotters in hand to try and win the final round. So that's not a bad strategy. So let's play some more reveal. See what's in his hand. Frost, clear skies, Frost. Okay, so he's got some Frost, which we're likely to see this round. I guess Axeman? He must have Axeman. The only thing I'm a little worried about, obviously, is Hjalmar, but if we keep Lock and 2 spotters, I think we're in an okay spot. All things told. Alright, let's play...
My
Alberich.
powers are yours.
Oh, come on, game. Oh, he keeps getting his Shima maidens in hand though, which is good.
Ho ho, I sense trouble.
He's not getting Ciri back because he's definitely winning this round. Let's kill... If we kill Morkvark, he's dead for the final round. So let's do that. Gives us a little bit of an easier time, basically. There's the Frost. I'm not really bothered about the Frost. Like I say, we're just draining his cards at this point.
Hide your stench.
Although we could lock them both, actually. Maybe that was a silly decision. Because he's not going to play anything else that I'm going to want to lock other than Hjalmar, but we can lock Hjalmar with the Dimeritium Shackles. Although we can see most of what's in his hand. I don't know if he actually has enough points to win this if we play both of our spotters.
Keep together.
It just depends on what this card is, really. If I clear skies, he's just going to refrost.
Who is to die?
Let's do that. I actually think I might have enough points to win this. The only problem is this stupid golem. If I'd drawn not the golem, like, I would have been in such a better position. Because what can he resurrect with Sigurdrifa? 6. If he plays his last card, we can see everything that he has, and then we can work it out. What does this do? Okay, let me think. I've got 32, 33, 34, plus Rally. 34. He's got 35. We might be just better taking this to the final round, to be honest. I mean, we can see everything that's in his hand, right? So I think we're better taking this to the final round, swapping out the golem for something better, and kind of leaving it at that. The only problem is he's obviously then going to put more in his graveyard, which means he might get more value out of the Sigurdrifa, but I think it's fine, to be honest. That's not a bad draw. Not a bad draw at all. We'll get rid of you. Oh, that was not a good draw. I just want a spotter. Is that so much to ask? So he's going to play as Hjalmar, which we can lock.
The goddess protect you from all evil.
Bear, probably. Yeah, it's a bear. That is annoying, but not the end of the world. Does he have a way to kill his... I don't think he has a way to kill the 10 strength unit that he plays, so I'm going to lock this, I think. Just kind of stop that from happening. I don't think he has an easy way to kill it, unless he can weaken it. I guess he'd try and weaken it with Frost. So I think we have to clear skies and hope he doesn't have another Frost. I don't think he does, though. I think he's going for points at this stage in the game.
Who wants to taste Skelliger Steel?
What do I get from this? Samelford Tremors. Samelford Tremors does up to 8 random enemies by 2. So if he has a lot of units out, that could be very valuable. The thing is, obviously this has a clear skies, so then potentially we use the clear skies and use the rally. The question is, will the rally be worth more than the Samelford Tremors? Oh, I think he can clear. I think he can clear the Lord of Undvik, unfortunately, because if he plays Frost, then that's going to be weakened, and if it's weakened, then he can clear it with the Clandrum and Shield Maidens, unfortunately. Let me think. 1, 2, 3. He'll get 3 Clandrum and Shield Maidens. 4, 5. He's got at least 5 units out right now. So I'm going to get 10 out of Samelford Tremors. I have to think, what am I going to pull? What have I got left? A Fire Scorpion, a Spotter, and it's got a Golem. I'm going to risk pulling a Golem. I think I'm going to use this one. Unless we just accept the Frost. How many points is he going to do? Not that many. I think we just rally. Oh, thank God for that. Look at that. That is such a nice pull. Does he have Igni? That is the question. So he's going to use the Shield Maiden to kill the Lord of Undvik and buff up his Hjalmar. Which I didn't... I forgot the Frost hits first, so I should have saved my lock and, accepted the Savage Bear. What have you got? An Axeman. It's not a bad pull. Not a bad pull at all.
Warum?
Okay. I guess the Stamel for Tremors might be really big here. But he doesn't want to play his Shield Maidens. This is going to be a really close one. We got to think he's on... We're going to lose 3 and he's going to gain a bunch.
Now! All together! Now! All together! Now! All together!
Okay, I think we go for the Tremors now. 33. It's not enough. I can't catch him. Ah, I think I misplayed this a little. And that stupid... What's it called? Nah, we can't win this one, unfortunately. Unfortunately not. I think maybe if I played a little bit differently with my golems and stuff, it would have been alright. And if I'd maybe saved my lock for the Hjalmar. But then, saying that, you know, they would have still gotten a bunch of damage out from the bear. Would that bear damage have been about 10? Probably not. But it is what it is. Anyway, guys, that is the reveal deck against Skellige. You saw, you know, a more budget version of the Skellige deck and then a more standard version. But let me know what you thought of the deck in the comments below. If you like this video, hit that thumbs up button. Let me know what other decks you want to see me play again in the comments. Have a fantastic day. Thanks for watching. And hopefully I will catch you guys next time with another ranked deck guide. Bye!